The first night Pedro and I were ever intimate and he saw my body, he started to cry.
Bitch, I know you fucking lying.
Might need your help in order to pay some bills and utility and all that.
When I came to India, you said that you would be the one handling the finances. So I don't want to be pressured into finding a job now.
But if you're not gonna work, then maybe you're gonna lose this apartment.
Okay, girl, bye.
Hey guys, welcome back to 9-Day Diaries. So this is different from 90 Day Fiance because in this one there's no production crew and everybody just like has their own camera and they record like their own stuff. Anyways, we're gonna cover Chantel and Jenny and Sumit this episode. We got Robert and his wife, I don't know her name.
Who are you?
But their episode was just that she was pregnant and then the baby's a boy. So yeah.
Congratulations.
Anyways, we're gonna start off with Chantel. So she reminds us that 8 years ago she was with Pedro. And I'm thinking, damn, that was 8 years ago. With how much she brings him up, you think that they just started dating like a year or two ago.
We were married. And then he started being mean.
I'm tired.
They're doing what? They're doing nothing?
What'd you say? You talking about? Let's go.
Families couldn't get along.
Now, why did he kick the food off the table? What is wrong with him?
What kind of sick shit is this?
Anyways, after 7 years, Pedro filed for divorce, and 6 months ago, she went to Greece and she started dating Yannis. And once again, that was 6 months ago. I could have sworn that was like a year or two ago. Now my timeline is all mixed up. I'm so confused. Okay, whatever. She came back to the US and he couldn't get past the fact that she was divorced, and because of that, they stopped talking.
Is this nigga serious?
Which kind of sucks because I could have sworn he said that he didn't care that she was married and divorced, but okay.
I do have a hard time just progressing a relationship. And sometimes I think it's me.
Okay.
Well, is it?
No!
There's so much pressure on women to like be perfect and look perfect. Always. Getting older, I have to compete with the younger girls. Sure. So I love that I'm working here. I can get all the Botox and things I want. Of course.
First, stop with the Botox, okay? Second, that girl does not give a damn about what you're saying. She's just saying, yeah,
To like be always. Sure. Of course.
I don't want to talk to you. I hate it. Like, leave me alone.
Third of all, stop with the Botox, okay? I had a comment the other day saying that I overdid Botox in my lips, which is why my lips don't move.
Idiot bitches, and I'm sick of them already.
Rude. But I don't have Botox in my lips. I don't have Botox in my face. I don't have anything injected in my face. If I were to get something like cosmetic surgery done, it'll be a BBL.
That thing is juicy. Good
Okay, not gonna lie, that's what I want. I have a flat booty. Everybody else in my family has a big fat ass except me. Back to the Botox though. Have y'all seen Sean? She might be a bad host, but she looks amazing and she's 60 years old. That's what I want to look like. The reason why I'm not getting anything like done to my face is because you can get addicted easily. Then you're gonna end up looking like Darcy and Stacy. And I don't want to look like Darcy and Stacy, okay? I want to look like Sean at 60 years old. So whatever she's doing, I want to do it too. But back to Chantel, she's overdoing it and now her face looks so stiff.
Oh my God. Is this who we are?
Anyways, Chantel talks about this really big insecurity that she has.
Gone on dates before, and people who I've gotten intimate with, they've seen this imperfection on my body and they act like it's not a big deal, but then I get ghosted the next day. It's something that I've dealt with my entire life.
Guess what it was, y'all? It was a birthmark. And when you look at it, it doesn't even look that bad.
I've been hiding it my entire life.
Girl, why are you tripping over this?
In middle school, my shirt came up and a boy saw it. He thought it was disgusting and he started making fun of me to his friends. And from that day forward, I would cover it up with makeup. I was making sure that I would conceal it.
You're telling me that you let a little boy back in middle school dictate your life for the next 20 years? Are you serious?
Yes, I did that.
You guys, short story time. Back when I was in first grade, my mom made this really spicy soup. It was so spicy. And I decided to take the bowl and just slurp it to just finish the soup, okay? The soup got on like my top lip, my upper lip. And I don't know how to explain it because I never knew something like this could happen. It literally burned my top upper lip to the point like it was like black up here. So I was obviously like in pain, but like there was nothing we can do about it. My parents didn't give me burn cream. They didn't give me nothing. They just said it's gonna go in a few days. Relax, okay? So I went to school the very next day. And you already know what happened. There were two boys that wouldn't stop teasing me for anything I did. So when they saw me walk in with my face looking different, they're like, oh my gosh, she has a mustache. He. Look at Jessica with her mustache. Ha ha ha. Whatever.
Fuck them kids.
Yes, it hurt my feelings. Yes, I got over it. It is what it is. But that mark did not leave, like, at all. It faded, but it never left. So for a couple of years, I was really insecure about it until I was just like, why am I insecure about this shit? It's not even a big deal, okay? Because I had boyfriends. I had guys that asked me out. I still made friends. I looked at myself in the mirror and I wasn't ugly. So I was just like, why am I gonna let this little burn basically make me feel like shit? The fuck? So I let that go. But she needs to let this go. It's really not a big deal.
I've tried peels, I've tried lasers, I've tried creams, everything. The first night Pedro and I were ever intimate and he saw my body, he started to cry.
Cry? Tears of happiness, you mean? Because there's no way I would be Pedro and I'm banging. Okay, Chantel is a 10 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie. She is really pretty. If she's not a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, she is pretty, okay? Ain't no way I'm gonna be banging Chantel. Nice face, nice titties, small waist, big ass, and I'm just gonna look at the birthmark and be like, ew. You know what I mean? There's no way. There's no way a man would do that. I don't think so, right? Right?
In hindsight, I wonder if it's because he was going to be stuck with such a ugly body.
Nah, I don't believe it.
But now, in just a few days, I'm finally getting my birthmark removed by undergoing plastic surgery.
You what?
It ain't ever that serious. She's gonna get it removed and realize that nothing has changed. Guys will still hit it and then ghost her right after. I feel like she's putting too much power on this birthmark when she should really be like thinking like, is it something with the guys or is it something with my personality? Because it's definitely not the birthmark. Then she put foundation on the birthmark and she's like, look, you guys, can you see it? Look.
Enough. I've had enough.
See the bottom of it, but you don't see the top of it, right? Isn't that crazy? It's like magic. Now, since I've showed you the magic, I'm having conflicting thoughts about, is it worth it or should I just keep covering it?
Like, Chantel needs some psychological help because it's really not that bad. So now they're driving to go see a doctor and she asked her mom what she thought when she saw the birthmark and her mom said that it looked like a bunny.
What do you mean by that?
That don't look like no bunny.
And then as you grew, the rabbit grew, and I just thought it was cute. Look at it when you get a chance in the mirror.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Stop playing with me.
You wasted my time a little bit.
You think it's cute, but everybody doesn't think it's cute.
I mean, those are called trolls.
Right. And haters. Don't forget haters.
Yes. Right, haters.
Okay. Anyways, Dr. Chad comes in and tells them that they're going to do liposuction, get the extra skin, then tuck it in.
Leaving just a little bit of it here, so basically the bunny's ears. So if this is a little bunny here, it looks like the bunny ears will be left.
Am I the only one that doesn't see a bunny? How is everybody else seeing this bunny? But then he said that's going to leave a C-section scar, so she won't have to do any explaining. And you guys, I know that C-section scars doesn't always mean that you had a baby, but most people would assume that, right? So when she's having like sex with these guys and then they see it and they're gonna ask like, oh, you had a baby? I didn't know you had a baby. And then she's gonna have to explain, no, I didn't have a baby. I had a a birthmark, and then I had to go get it removed, and then this and that and that and this. You know, it's gonna do more explaining than the actual birthmark. But whatever. Now she's like, oh no, am I trading one insecurity for another? Yes, girl. You should be at a therapy session, not all of this. Anyways, it's her surgery day. She's nervous as hell because, you know, she doesn't want to die on the table. But that doesn't stop her from getting this very, very unnecessary surgery. 2 hours later, she's done and she's heading back to her hotel.
This is my drain. I don't really even know where it's coming from, actually. Honestly, I don't care. But I am wearing an adult diaper to make it easier to go to the bathroom. I'm so sore. It hurts so bad.
It's so sad she really did all of this. Oh my gosh. Love yourself. So she goes back and now it's gone. And she's like, oh my gosh, y'all, I know my dating life will be so much better now.
Nigga, no.
And then she shows us the after and the stitches gotta dissolve. But yeah, it's practically gone. But damn, girl.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
Anyways, we're gonna move on to Jenny and Sumit.
Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm 65 years old.
She's 65
Yeah, I'm Sumit. I'm 36-year-old.
and he's 36.
Cause what's going on here?
To be honest, he looks way older.
Jenny and I met on social media. I was using a different name, pretending to be Michael Jones.
He catfished her?
I found Michael Jones to be really hot.
Later on, I come clean and told Jenny that I'm Sumit.
Of course, I was surprised and shocked.
You were surprised and shocked? Girl, be for real.
When you hear yourself say that, does that sound like it makes sense? Does it sound like he makes sense?
They have an age gap of 30 years, and he said, yeah, I love older women.
They were way calmer than the younger one, more mature, and they know a lot of things, especially in bed.
Yeah, he's right.
I'm a minor! A minor!
Y'all, every time, okay, not every time, but when I'm curious about how two people do it, specifically when Brian, remember Brian from like that season? When I was really curious about how he did it, I could imagine it, okay? I can't imagine these guys. I can't at all. It's just like a black wall in my mind, and I think that's good because I don't want to traumatize myself. But then he tells us how much his parents were totally against it.
मैं शादी करने की सोच रहा हूँ।
बिल्कुल नहीं करने दूंगी, देख ले तेरे को।
मतलब तू जिस मर्जी से शादी कर ले, कोई और देख ले इससे बुढ़ी, उससे कर ले, किसी से भी कर ले, 100 साल की देख ले, उससे कर ले।
100 years old? Damn! I need to go back and watch this season because ain't no way he really said that. And does she speak the language or is she just sitting there taking it, not knowing what they're saying? Oh, but she probably watched it back and was pissed, right? Because I would be.
कोई और देख ले इससे बुढ़ी, उससे कर ले, किसी से भी कर ले, 100 साल की देख ले, उससे कर ले।
Don't ever fix your lips to say that, bro. I'm sitting right here.
Anyways, they got married and then they recently moved to a much better place. But he recently lost his job, so now they're broke and he needs to go out and find another job.
So the facility is expensive. In order to pay for the rent and other stuff, I need to get a job. I don't want to lose this apartment. Like this is what Jenny always wanted. So I need to go out and work.
And you will. You'll find something.
All right.
Does she not have any money saved? And I know that this is a long shot, but can she still collect Social Security money from America? Because technically she did pay into it for like all those years, so she should be able to like get something, right?
Nope.
Anyways, now she's shopping with his mom, and I'm like, wait a minute, I thought she hated you.
I've become best friends with Sumit's mom. I never thought that she would accept me as a friend.
See, आपको पता मैं तो शादी भी कर चुका हूँ।
शक्ल मत दिखा दियो कभी जिंदगी में। अगर मेरे दरवाजे पर तू आ गया, कितनी बेइज्जती करके भगाऊंगी तेरे को।
You want to go shopping?
Yes.
Pause. Who's recording from that angle? I thought they recorded themselves. This is. They lied to us. Honestly, I don't even know why I put faith in them. Why would they tell us the truth? Anyways, after his mom disowned her son, they continued to reach out to her until she finally responded. So now her and Jenny started hanging out and they became friends, which is good because, you know, they're practically the same age.
I finally have a friend. This is my mommy G.
मम्मी
My mommy G.
जेनी जी
Jenny G.
परेशान रहती थी जेनी की वजह से, लेकिन जेनी का नेचर देखते हुए मुझे जेनी अच्छी लगने लगी थी क्योंकि मेरा बेटा उसके साथ खुश है तो मैं भी खुश हूँ अब.
Anyways, while they're out shopping and having a good old time, Sumit is struggling on finding a job.
Ma'am, I'm looking for a job for chef. Hi sir, my name is Sumit. If you are looking for a job, I'm looking for a chef job.
Everybody that he's calling wants a professional chef that can cook a lot of things, but he can only cook Indian dishes. And now he's like, damn, we're gonna lose this house.
Yeah.
And if people say, Monica, how can you laugh at that? Because damn it, it's fun.
So now they all go to a garden and he drops that he couldn't find a job. He even tried talking to his sister-in-law and she has her own business in marketing. And she offered him a job as an intern and he'll be making $200 a day. Just kidding, it's a month. So he's like, no, I can't do that. My rent is way higher than that.
I really appreciate my sister-in-law's offer, but I can't start over as an intern age of 35. And what they're offering is not even cover my rent.
you're broke.
So now Jenny's like, wait, babe, what are you gonna do? And he's like, baby girl, I'm gonna need help to pay the bills.
What do you mean by that?
And she's like, wait, what? You want me to go get a job? And he's like, hell yeah. And even his mom tells her to get a job too.
As I am not having a job right now, so if you were working, then we won't be struggling. Oh, that sucks.
Yep. Yeah.
But then she's like, you know, I'm retired and you said that you'll take care of me.
I don't want to be pressured into finding a job now.
Yeah, I know that. I don't want to pressure you. But if you're not going to work, then maybe you're going to lose this apartment.
But then you better figure out something.
Jenny, girl, honestly, I feel for her because imagine working all that time and then you just finally retired and now you gotta go back to work. I'd be pissed too. But does she not have any money in her savings, like anything at all? Because in India, your money can go a long way, especially when you have like American currency. So let's say she saved like $50,000 in her retirement from America. That could probably last them the rest of their life in India. Well, the rest of her life in India.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell
Sorry.
no, man. What the
I'm
fuck,
sorry.
man?
Like I was saying, that could last a really long time. So I'm thinking, is she broke too? Because if she is, then she gotta go get a job because he can't do everything by himself. Let's be honest. So good luck to them. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Oh my gosh, I forgot to say. Apparently I didn't know about 9-Day Diaries and how it totally works. But like in like the next episode, we're seeing like Josh, Jamal, Rob dancing. So I'm like, oh, we're gonna have to watch that. We also see Sophie and she's talking about having like a threesome with like 2 other girls. She doesn't want no dick involved. We see Ed too. So I'm just like, we're seeing like all these toxic ass people. That is crazy. And I will be watching because why not? Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.